One of the difficult lessons I had to learn was my parents gave me a really great example of what a relationship is and what love is. And then when I had to go out there on my own and learn on my own, the lesson was it's not like that usually. And I'm not blaming my parents for how I am, but like it really messed me up that life wasn't like that. And like I wouldn't meet someone when I was 13, 15 and find the love of my life and be happy 40 years later like my parents are. Like that's just a fairy tale. And it actually happened to my grandparent, both sets of my grandparents also. Same story. So I thought it would be the same story for me, but no.
Being able to maintain your standards, right? Your standards around who you are, what you are and are not willing to accept. And separating that from expectations, like not placing expectations on other people. I know I spent a lot of my life kind of like, well, people should do this and parents should do this and coworkers should do this. Like this, everybody should be the way that I am, right? Or everybody should be like have these values or act this way. People should be honest and people should have integrity and whatever. One of the hardest lessons I think I've learned is it's easy now, but going through that learning process being difficult, right, was just recognizing that people are who they are. They have the freedom to make their own choices and, to do what they're going to do. So not expecting them to behave or speak or act or whatever a certain way, and really just kind of letting go of that kind of underlying desire to control other people. That's been a big lesson for me. It's also, that comes up a lot with my clients. It's a big one.
What's the difficult lesson you've learned through experience? Love isn't what it was made up to be. You think, at least I did, that you'd have a soulmate and then you'd have kids and it would work out. Didn't so happen to work out that way, but I don't regret it. I've learned that people grow, and through determination and learning adversity, I've become a stronger person overall. It's really good.
One thing I learned, it's not all about grades. It's how do I say? Like once when you're applying for a job and there's a high amount of well qualified people with good GPAs or in these organizations and stuff, because I mean the thing my parents pushed a lot was like grades and stuff. They didn't have a college education. They went through high school, but they're always pushing grades on us. But like one thing I learned, I wouldn't say the hard way because I'm happy where I am now. But at the beginning was like it's sometimes for some jobs it's not even about grades. It's just like how you present yourself, how you are as a person. Because, like I said, there's a lot of candidates like you, and there's nothing special about you. Maybe you're even pessimistic, which I feel like I used to be. They're not going to want to work with you. I mean, why would they want to work with you when they can just hire someone that has like an okay personality or better personality? So the thing is, like, you want to stick out to the other people. I mean, not too standoffish, not too like snarky and stuff, but just like show you're like a good, authentic person. Which I'm not the best person, but I do try to be authentic at least. And that way employers can see like, oh, like this guy's real, and maybe my authentic self isn't suitable for that position, but they get what they pay for, or like meaning like I am presenting myself, I'm showing myself how I'm going to be. I'm not putting like a front or anything like that. So I feel like that also goes away because some people do try to like kind of like puff themselves up with air and try to like say, oh, I know these code languages. Oh, like, I'm efficient in these like skills and yada. And once they get to the workplace, it's like they don't know like how to do that. And they probably won't fire them, but they'll probably kind of judge them a little bit at first. And will say that first impressions do go a long way as well. So do good in school, but also try to be authentic, because uh, these HR people that are constantly recruiting people, like they'll be able to tell.